Now what are we doing it? Now we're doing it.
Beers and bangers.
Beers and bangers.
Beers and bangers.
Beers and bangers.
I need a coat, I got a hanger.
Wow. Oh my God. All right. So here we are, Beers and Bangers podcast. The podcast where we talk about a bunch of craft beers and a bunch of bangers. Bangers meaning good music, good songs, good hangers. That's it. Beers and Bangers podcast. How we doing today, Jake?
We're hanging in there.
We're hanging in there.
Making it happen.
Making it happen. Working every day through this.
In these weird times.
Out here drinking this beer and listening to a bunch of bangers.
Drinking this beer.
That's it. My name's Austin. Over there is Jake. And cheers. Today is National IPA Day.
Whether you're on the way to work, whether you're at home taking a shower, having us on blast, just let us know. Just let you know we're drinking beers while you're doing all that.
We are drinking IPAs especially because, like I said, National IPA Day. So cheers out there to all the beer drinkers. Cheers out there to all the IPA makers. Indian Pale Ale, let's do it. It's a good way to drink some beer, get drunk, and get really full. So that's the thing. So what are we drinking on here, Jake?
You know what?
We're drinking some good ones.
Whenever I'm drinking, I love to make sure it's a meal. I want to be full. Yeah. So today we're drinking it's not only an IPA, it's a triple IPA. Yeah. For any of you people that don't understand what that means, it means you're gonna get triple drunk.
Yeah, pretty much. You're gonna get triple drunk and dribble all over yourself. Dribble, not dribble.
As you can tell, we've had a few sips, and we're pretty much dead. Anyways, beer we're drinking right now, it's called Feed Me a Stray Cat. Man, doesn't that sound delicious? Sounds
great. I love stray cats in my glass.
Yeah, it's just in general. A stray cat sounds yummy. Mm-hmm. Brought to you by 12% Beer Project. I assume that's the brewery. Mm-hmm. It's canned by Fat Orange Cat.
Yeah. And we're sipping on this thing here, and
I'm kind of confused, to be honest.
A little confused. There's like 9 different names and logos on this can.
There is.
I'll tell you this much. Before we cracked it open, I didn't see the percentage that it is. It's a 10% alcohol by volume.
It is 10% on the dot.
So I was like, oh boy, because those can get pretty rough to drink, and this is a pretty smooth IPA. I'm pretty happy with it, honestly.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good, pretty citrusy.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very citrusy.
Some orange hints in there. It's not overbearing,
Right. It's definitely
it is alcoholic. It'll get you.
It's alcoholic. It's definitely an IPA, but I'm not suffering. Like, I'll be able to eat after this, hopefully.
It's a hitter.
Yeah, it's definitely a hitter. Where did we get these from?
I'm pretty sure we got them at Half Barrel Brewing.
Half Barrel Brewing.
That's in Orlando, Florida, right down the street from us. Drinking out of a Half Barrel Brewing glass myself right now.
And we're both wearing Half Barrel Brewing hats.
Wow.
It's a really good spot, so we like to support. We're wearing their merch. We're drinking out of their glasses and buying our beer from them.
I can't say they're making the beer taste better, but maybe they are.
Maybe their coolers are just cold enough to make it taste a little bit better. I like to believe so. But the can itself, it's really cool. Feed Me a Stray Cat. It's just got a creepy looking, I don't know, it's like a zoomed in cartoon face of I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like the smile from that dude from The Purge, like the Purge mask. You've seen that before?
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
Yeah, and then his teeth are just covered in like cat hair.
Trust me, y'all are going to want to drink this delicious beer called Feed Me a Stray Cat with a creepy ass dude smiling on the front of it.
Yeah. It'll put you on your butt. It tastes pretty good. We're going to post a picture of the can so you know what it looks like on our Twitter after this episode. So yeah, give it a check out. It's really good, and we're just sipping on these things while we're recording.
What's our Twitter handle?
So our name, our @ name handle, whatever you call it, is Bangers Beers.
You're confusing me now. I thought we were Beers and Bangers.
So it says Beers and Bangers. That's our name, but our @ name, whatever the proper name for that on Twitter.
Gotcha.
When we made the account, it just automatically turned it into Bangers Beers because I believe everything else was taken up. So they had to. It just automatically like switched it up and said this one's available, and that's the only thing that we had. So I was like, well, that's the closest. I'm not going to be called. I don't know. It just flip the words, whatever. Bangers Beers. Beers and Bangers. Just look it up on Twitter. You'll find it. Type in either one of those. So we'll post a picture of those tonight. Oh, doggy, get out of here, dog.
We got a dog in here.
So we got a puppy dog in here. So check us out on Twitter and drink this cool beer. And Yeah, so I think we're gonna do a little bit of current events. We're gonna start out this episode with some current events. Like I said, this podcast is all about craft beer, good beer. I mean, we talk.
What is it about? Is it about that?
Yeah. Well, so yeah, we talk a lot about. I mean, alcohol in general. Really, we'll bring up any type of alcohol because we love drinking. That's for sure. But craft beer, especially, and then underground music. We both love music. We're musicians. We love going to shows, things like that. And we also are huge sports fans, so you're going to get a lot of sports references. So if you're into sports, just stick around. You're going to hear some dumb shit. And if you're into especially football, basketball, you're going to hear it all.
Yeah.
To go to current events, I did some research on some cool stuff going on. This one's actually funny. I wanted to bring this one up. It's not local.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay, well, it's not local, but I saw this going on Twitter. So right now
That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. I know, right? I told you, dude. I told you. We're in the peak of the COVID crisis right now. I guess things are kind of calming down, but most places are requiring masks. Social distancing. Literally everyone in the world knows what I'm talking about. But on Twitter, I saw this go down, and now it's made major news feeds and articles. There was a hardcore/punk show that went down on Staten Island, New York, at this place called Shaker's Pub about a week ago. And everyone...
They let that shit happen?
They let it happen. So here's the thing. The funny part about it was they only were allowed to let 50 people in the venue.
Yeah. Properly social distance them as they mosh.
Everyone had to wear masks, but the video is terrible because it's people moshing, it's people all pushed up against each other, it's breaking all the rules. So everyone's like, how the hell did they let this happen? I mean, it's a music venue. How did this go down? How is this legal? How did they, because New York's really strict because they're a hotbed for all this. Funny thing is, a Twitter user posted saying, so the funny thing about this is the way they were legally able to get through this is they were selling chili cheese dogs outside the venue. So they became a restaurant, allowing them to have at least 50 people into the venue.
See,
so what do you have to say about that? Because first off, I mean, I get it. Small businesses, a venue owner, trying to make money, trying to get people in the door. It's also a very bad idea, but they cheated the system and were selling chili cheese dogs. And you had to buy a chili cheese dog to walk into the venue, and then everyone else just decided to mosh and jump on stage and just do a bunch of dumb shit.
As they should.
At a punk
you're already
show.
Getting COVID. You might as well get your money's worth.
You might as well punch somebody at it.
Yeah, you might as well.
I mean, have you seen this video?
No, I haven't, but it's not surprising. I mean, it's interesting. Like, if you are going to put these restrictions on restaurants and specifically breweries, if you need to make a certain amount of money off of food to be able to sell beers, obviously breweries don't do that.
Right.
But yeah, like you're going to get these breweries trying to jump through the loopholes of, all right, we sell chili dogs, or here, have some popcorn or whatever.
We gotta make some money. So you were able to sell a ticket, but you had to buy a cheese dog. I mean, they got at least they got 50 people in there. They gotta stay afloat.
I opened a box the other day just from a shipment, and they had those edible packing peanuts.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They're disposable.
Like little S's.
Yeah, and they
the
just
Cheetos.
but they're edible. Like they're totally disposable. You just you put them in your mouth. They just dissolve.
Wait, you said
that's real.
Hold on. They're edible?
Yeah.
Wait.
They're making packing peanuts these days.
Hold on. Here's the thing. Edible means
you can eat it.
It is safe to consume, and your body can process it.
Correct.
That doesn't you can't just swallow something and say it's edible.
Look it up, bro.
They're edible?
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
so
I'm gonna go snack on me.
I'm saying you can get an edible peanut, put that packing peanut, put that shit in your mouth, it'll just dissolve. Put a little hot sauce in there, not bad.
So you're saying,
which brings me to the next point.
Okay.
Some breweries, hey, if y'all ain't got a kitchen, just sell some packing peanuts. Packing peanuts, a little bit of sauce on the side, a little hot sauce on the side. Packing peanuts all the way, yeah.
Well, I've thought about this a lot. Like, all these places that are just, breweries or whatever, just buy a jumbo box of, assorted Lay's. Like, the only way you can come in the door is if you buy this 50-cent bag of Fritos, and you come in and then have a $100 tab of beer.
That's what happens, dude. I mean, these businesses, if they're offered a loophole, they're going to take full advantage. I mean, everyone is literally going bankrupt pretty much now.
I mean,
and especially... sad news for us, gentlemen that love to drink craft beer and local breweries.
Yep.
Our fucking favorite spots are hurting
because they
right
don't
now.
sell food. Yeah, it's hard right now.
And you know,
speaking of which, this brings me to the dropping things. Brings me to a point. If you go to Save Our Stages, you can Google Save Our Stages. This is really important, really cool. It's a petition to find venues, places, especially music venues or bars that only sell alcohol or have shows.
Yeah.
It's a petition to get the government to send them assistance in money to pay their bills. So look up. I don't know the exact website. I'm sorry, but if you just Google Save Our Stages, yeah, Jake will look it up. All you literally have to do is it asks for your name, it asks where you live, and like your phone number or something or an email. And you can literally help any music venue wherever you're from. We're local Orlando people. I'm a part of a venue here in Orlando, and it'll do a lot of good. All it takes is a name. We just need enough numbers for the government to say, hey, this many people are wanting to save these places, so there can be shows in the future. If you're into music, into local scenes, check it out. Let me
piggyback off you. If you just go to saveourstages.com,
that's it.
The first page is basically just a sign up sheet, and they fill out kind of the note for you to send to the government. It's basically just you fill it out with your name, and you submit basically encouragement for the government to support small venues, local venues in your state, in your city that without shows literally cannot operate.
Right.
And obviously we know it's not smart to put on shows right now, but if we want shows to kick back up once everything starts opening, these independent venues need to be funded, or else shitty bands like mine can't play locally.
Right.
So
right.
And if you give a shit about fucking going to see your favorite bands live, go to saveourstages.com, fucking enter your name, send that shit to the government saying, hey, I love my music and I want to be able to participate in that shit next year.
It's a good thing. I mean, I fell in love with underground music, hardcore music, punk music, all because I went to really shitty local shows at really shitty small venues that were strictly alcohol and a stage. And it was, you go watch a band and you have a good time. If you have a family member, a friend, anyone who's in a band, then you should reach out. It takes 30 seconds out of your day to help these venues out. It even keeps the economy going. There's nothing bad about it. Go ahead and check that out. So saveourstages.com.
Saveourstages.
I was thinking way too hard. I'm like, I don't know what it would be called. What's the website called? Like, just .com.
That's what
just
it is.
.com.
Yeah.
But that's big news. So about that hardcore show that happened, everyone, people are tripping out because there's no social distancing, none of that. But it was just funny because I saw that on Twitter, and now on Lamb Goat, which is a big like metal music website, and Alternative Press, which is Alternative Press Magazine, which is one of the biggest magazines about underground music. They both did articles on this. Like it's all over the place. Like everyone in America.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's funny. It's
because after this, who the fuck knows? Like
who's going to be open and
when tours are going to start happening? If venues that you like to go to in your local city or state or whatever, by the time tours start happening again, if that venue can't support itself through this time,
they're going to skip your
then
city.
Guess what? You ain't getting a fucking tour.
Right, you're not going to get the tour, and you're not going to see your favorite band because your local place that would have that band, they can't come now because there's no place for them to play. So some beer news. This is pretty crazy. So Stone Brewery. Brewing.
Is it Stone Brewing or is it the Stone Brewery?
Yeah, I was trying to Stone Brewing. They're known for a lot of their super heavy beers, like Stone IPA, Arrogant Bastard, which is actually the first IPA I ever had, which is like 8%. Super tough to drink, especially when you're like 21 and all you know is like Busch Light. My older brother.
Or you're 21 Busch Lights in.
Oh, and
then you want to drink
But
one.
my older brother is like, you got to try this. It's called Arrogant Bastard. And I was like, what is this? It's an IPA that hurts my tummy. One of those things. But they're known for Stone IPA, Arrogant Bastard, Stone Hop, Revolver. Those are some of the really popular beers that you can find in local grocery stores, liquor stores all around the country. They're a big brewery, big brand out of California, and big news that their CEO Dominic Ingalls has decided to step down from being the CEO. For no bad reasons. No one called him out. It's not.
He banged somebody.
Yeah, right. No, it's not. It's nothing crazy. No allegations. He's just an older guy, and I believe in the COVID times, he's just like, I want to be with my family. I'm older. I ran a huge brewery. So he's stepping down. So that's actually big news because he was a big reason for a lot of their new beers, a lot of their marketing. Like you see Stone Brewing, Jesus Christ. You see Stone Brewing. Now I don't even know what I'm saying. You see Stone all over the place. And
physical stones, yeah.
That's right. So the two owners of this company, they aren't the CEOs. They hired someone on to manage this. So they're like the brewmasters, but they needed someone who knew how to market, how to do all the business side of everything. They were like, we want to make the beer. We need someone to run it. And that's what he did. So a lot of the success from this company is from him, and he's decided to step down now, just personal reasons, just ready to retire. So that's just big news because they are who they are now, a lot because of him. So they're kind of like, they're happy for him, they support him, but they don't know where the company is going to go from here. But
probably just keep brewing beer.
Right. So all this information is from brewbound.com, where I got this article, and it says that they are avidly looking for a new CEO to keep running the company.
Hire us.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Jake, I'll move to California right now, dude.
Dude, I drink beer. I enjoy it. I buy it. I get drunk off it.
Right.
Which means I could run a company easy, especially of that size.
That's what I'm saying. I literally...
what does that guy do?
I literally have here on my notes,
I
literally have... Dude, Jake, we should apply for this job.
Right.
Even if we don't get it, let's just throw in our resume like, hey, we run a beer and music podcast. I think we can run your giant company that's nationwide. I think so. Why not?
Yeah. I'll fucking bullshit the employees,
Why not? Yeah.
Just keep brewing our beers, guys.
Hey, everything that this dude who just retired, everything he did, keep that up. I'll be back next week. That's pretty much how I run it. That's how just keep it going, and I'll be back next week. That's how. I mean, why wouldn't you hire me? I won't ruin anything.
To be honest, Mr. Austin Williams, you said that last week, and you just brought like 34 beers to your office, and just you drank it all, and then you showed up, and then you said that again.
Well, you know what? You're supposed to drink your own supply. You're supposed to make sure it tastes right.
Gotta get drunk off your own supply.
So I thought that was interesting. I think it's it's cool when you see a big company, like a big CEO who is really responsible for a lot of the success of a certain brand, no matter if it's beer or whatever. The owners of the brand are literally like, we don't know what we're doing. We're going to hire somebody. They bring somebody in, and then the owners are more than happy, more than, thankful for this man, saying, hey, man, this guy got us to where we are now. And he's leaving, and good for him. Like, it's cool. It's like a happy story. Like, hey, he did this. He probably made a lot of money.
Got drunk.
And I'm sure he got drunk. He probably drank 34 beers in his office, like you said. And just did his thing. So that's really interesting, really cool. And I think if anyone out there is listening to this and think they can run a beer company out of California, well, the job's open. Go ahead and apply. Stone Brewing is available.
Any of you brewmasters listening?
Any of you brewmasters out there making beer out of your own garage.
Out of your fucking bathtub and shit.
That's it. So a little more, this is a funny topic. So Jake and I don't know. We like our good beers. We like our IPAs, our stouts, our sours. We dabble in all the good stuff.
I'm not pretentious. I'll drink seltzer.
I'm so glad you said that, because you have no idea what these current events are about. But that's what I was just gonna say. We will also dabble in 27 seltzers on the water and say, hey, you know what? I'm out here on the beach. I'm playing cornhole. I'm not trying to drink no fat thing. I'm trying to drink a bunch of these seltzers right now. So I can, just that clear liquid that, you need 10 of them to get drunk, but
I'm trying to say,
you're not
pass me one of those waters.
Yeah.
And what you passed me is a seltzer. Mm-hmm. And that's what I meant. Mm-hmm. I didn't mean water.
That's what I'm saying.
I meant seltzer. Let's pile on.
So we know, White Claw there's brands before White Claw, but White Claw really blew it up. And then we went to Truly. And then we went to Vizzy. And then
no one likes Vizzy.
And then we went to
no one likes
Corona
Mixer seltzers.
Natty Light's making the seltzer.
No one likes that either.
Bud Light's making the seltzer.
No one likes Bud Light.
Can you guess? So Jake has no idea. Can you guess who's in the game now?
It's a major company.
Yep, and they're not alcohol either. It's easy.
O'Doul's.
No. No, think Disney of beverages. That's not alcohol.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola's joining the
Am I on the
seltzer
head?
game.
Hell yeah. Wait, they're going to make non-alcoholic seltzers?
Okay, so Coca...
Guess who gives a shit about that?
No, I didn't say that. I said they were an unalcoholic beverage.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Entering the alcoholic seltzer game.
Coke isn't alcoholic.
Coke's nice, though.
No doubt. Pass me one of them.
Yeah. We don't like cocaine. We just like the way it smells. Okay. So, yeah, Coca-Cola, they just bought Topo Chico, which is, I guess, a big alcoholic brand, like a Hispanic brand.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. Never had any of their products. But they just bought the brand, like literally just bought the brand for $220 million.
Well, wait. $220 million?
Oh, I'm talking $220 million.
Wait. You're talking about enough to end poverty in the United States?
I mean, enough to feed every man, woman, and child around the world, but instead we're going to buy some Hispanic. Yeah, we're not political around here. Yeah, so they just bought Topo Chico. I think I'm saying that right. It's a Mexican brand of alcohol, like a big distillery, a major brand, for $220 million. And their first beverage that they're going to do, they're going to join the seltzer wave, because, I mean, it's making money. I mean, everyone knows it. There's seltzers. I mean, half the beer shelves now, it seems like, are seltzers. And they're going to make themselves a seltzer in 2021. So
non-alcoholic, though, right?
No, it's alcohol. So Topo Chico is an alcohol brand.
Okay.
Coca-Cola's not putting their name on it. It's just the fact that they bought it. And they're going to make them a seltzer.
They're finessing it.
Right. Oh, it's like how Disney owns ESPN. It's not called Disney's Sports. It's just called ESPN, but Disney oversees it. Coca-Cola is doing the same thing. So they bought this company, and their very first move since they own the company, they're going to keep everything going that they have. Their first move under the Coca-Cola brand is they're going to start brewing their seltzer. So it's going to be a Topo Chico seltzer.
I'll buy it. I'm going to drink it.
I'm going to drink it because you know why? I love Coke.
Is it bad? Who cares? Is it good?
Who cares? It's a seltzer on the beach, and Coca-Cola makes it.
It's 5%er.
Mm-hmm.
It's a medium hitter.
All right, do I have one more? Okay, I got one more current event. This isn't up our alley in our genre of music, but honestly, right now, during these COVID-19 times, there's not much music news coming out. So this was actually big news if you're into EDM, or even if you're just into festivals and going out to having a good time. Imagine Festival is a huge 3-day festival that happens in like mid Georgia. It's like halfway up Georgia.
Yeah.
Every year. A lot of people have heard of it. It's called Imagine Festival. It's going on through September 17, 18, and 19. And they dropped the dates. They said, "Hey, COVID's going to be over by that time, and I think we're gonna do it." They released every single EDM DJ that's going to be on it, and it's 3 days of just bangers. Like if you're into it, like it's from DJs you've never heard of.
When is this happening?
When? September of 2021. It's
okay.
Like over a year from now, so I believe...
Yeah, that'll happen.
To be
I
optimistic,
got confidence.
I can see it, yeah.
Confidence in
Even
that.
if they have to do like a restriction on the amount of tickets sold, I think it can go down. You know, maybe do a talk with the DJs. Hey, first big festival since COVID. I know you usually ask for this much money for a guarantee. Can you make it less because we can't sell many tickets? I'm sure a lot of DJs would be like, hey, dude, for the brand, for the music, I'll take less money, you know, because even from a year from now, I can't imagine them being like, yeah, 200,000 people are allowed in this field together.
It's weird, dude. Like, yeah, nowadays, who
knows?
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, I can't imagine that anytime soon. In a year, maybe.
This is over a year from now. But I think it's cool that they dropped the information, they dropped the DJs, and they were like, hey, here's what it is. In about a year from now, get ready because it's going down in Georgia. So I'm not the biggest EDM fan. You know, me and my girlfriend, I'll go to shows with her. She likes it. It's obviously a good time. We have EDC Orlando that happens here in Orlando once a year, which is a huge event. We're in a major city that has all these EDM festivals and all these EDM clubs. And even if you're not into the music, it's still a really good time, good energy, good fun time. I think it's cool that this is pretty much the first festival that was ballsy enough to go, yo, it's happening. Here's the dates. Here's the DJs. Buy your tickets. Like, pre-sale tickets are on sale right now. Like, you could buy tickets. So, Imagine Festival, September 17th, 18th, 19th. Tickets available right now.
In what city?
It's in Georgia. It's in a small city in Georgia. I don't have the city, but I mean, you can
just
literally
look it up.
Google
it's in Georgia.
Yeah, it's in a huge field. It's in the middle of nowhere. So that's it for my current events. But yeah, we got a little bit of beer info, got some music info.
You know what? You know what I saw recently, dude, right here. So hard seltzers. Amongst the pandemic, check this out. Hard seltzers crosses the $100 million mark for the 10th consecutive week in sales. $100 million per week.
Whoa, that's a week?
And only a week.
So
10 weeks in a row.
10 weeks in a row.
Wait. Let's add that up. 100 times 10 in millions. That's $1 billion.
Hold on. So not just one specific brand.
Just hard seltzers in general.
Why wouldn't Coca-Cola's like, I'm gonna spend $220 million to buy this brand. In 2021, I'm gonna release this, and I'll make it back in a year.
Dude, seltzer community makes $1 billion in fucking 2.5 months. That's fucking wild.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'll keep drinking.
10 weeks in a row.
I'll give him my money.
Well, you know what's so crazy is like I have heavy drinking family members. You know, like everyone's got a good old uncle who just drinks their ass off.
Yeah.
Myself, I love to drink good ass beer. I got an older brother who loves to drink beer. You know, manly men who like to drink beer. And you know what? You go to the pool and you bring out a 12-pack of seltzer, no matter what the brand, and these manly men go, hey, this is refreshing by the pool. Like, you can't deny it. It's no one can go.
Even the Southerners like it.
Dude, no one can go like, this is gross, because it's not.
It's not.
It's not. I don't care who you are, even if it's not your drink of choice. If you're sitting around at your house and you're watching football, you want to have a nice beer. You're doing this, you want to have a good liquor drink. You're by the pool, you're outside, and an ice-cold seltzer hits your goddamn lips. You can't ooh, get this out of my face. No, you're going to drink them, and you're going to drink a lot of them.
Same percentage as your fucking Bud Light.
That's why they're selling, because girls love them, guys love them, grown-ass adults love them.
Babies love them.
Babies.
Kids.
21-year-olds love them. If you're trying to be fit, they're good because you can still stay fit. You can keep your six-pack. And if you're fat and trying to lose weight, you can drink them because it's not like you're drinking.
100%.
They figured it out. Figured it out.
Go on a run. Maybe have a seltzer to refresh. Do some abs.
Seltzer. And then when you're done with that, then you take a shower, go get ready for breakfast. Bloody Mary.
With right after that,
seltzer.
Actually, and maybe pour the seltzer in the Bloody Mary. And that's after your workout, though.
Yeah. And after all that, the next morning your stomach hurts. Guess what you take? Alka-Seltzer. It's all over the place, dude. Seltzer's there.
Dude. Whew.
What are you going to say?
Nothing. We should just invest in that business. Or...
beersandbangerseltzer.com.
Whatever, just sponsor us. Seltzer companies.
So, do we want to go to the album review of the day, or do you want to go to my power questions of the day?
Let's hit some music first.
Okay.
And then we'll do we'll finish it off strong with some questions.
All right. So, this podcast, I know we talked a lot about beer and seltzer right there. A little bit about music, current events, but we like to review our albums. Each episode, we're trying to say what's up to some either local or big bands, new albums, new songs, anything like that. We want to
anything that's hot,
anything that's hot right now. So what do we got today, Jake?
Today, our in-depth review is going to be of a band called Belmont. They dropped an EP at the beginning of this year. Beginning of this year. It's called Reflections. If you don't know Belmont, they're like, I don't know, they're like a easy core alternative pop punk, kind of in the realm of like Story So Far, but a little more complicated.
I would say technical pop punk.
Yeah,
that
makes
some
sense.
Definitely some techie stuff on guitars, but it's definitely a pop punk.
Yeah, they're
vibe.
Almost talented to the point where it's like, you guys don't have to make pop punk music, but they still like.
But they do. Because, that's their lane. But yeah, that's their lane, for sure.
So Reflections, newest album, like I said, came out in 2020. For me, easily their best release that they've had.
From what I know from Belmont, I've listened to a lot of their stuff they've released, and honestly, I can't say I don't like any of their albums or any of their songs.
Can't say not hate them not
never,
hating
I wouldn't say
on them.
I wouldn't say I would not ever not do it.
Listen to them.
No, yeah, like I've liked everything I've listened to, but this Reflections is definitely the most intriguing. It's the most different. It's the most fun. It's the most
for sure.
Technically, I love the vibe is dark fun. If that makes any sense. Do you feel like that to me?
Yeah, a little bit. So like I said, this is my favorite release, particularly because they used to just be super complicated. Like they're super talented, and it seems like they were just mashing a bunch of technical stuff into one song.
Yes.
And like it sounded good, but like sometimes you're trying to vibe, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I feel like in this most recent EP, they kind of broke through and they added some hip hop elements behind their like anthem element. Like so they get a vibe going, and then right behind is a backbeat. It's a backbeat, and to me that's fucking great. Like it's just like making the metal punk sound a little more modern. Like to where not everyone can listen to it, but it like it's easier to like bob your head to, you know what I mean?
To me, yeah, it sounds like if you so pop punk, everyone knows, is a almost like a lost art in some ways. You know, like early 2000s, mid 2000s, it was huge. So a lot of people know pop punk is that, and it kind of mellowed out. But they're sticking to their guns by making this pop punk sounding music. But they also know, hey, we're really talented. You can tell they have hip hop influence, which is very relevant.
Oh, for sure.
You can tell they have influence from, I don't know, almost jazzy kind of riffs, and this album finally feels like they learned how to mesh it all together. There are other songs, like Jake was kind of saying, is that they each individual band member was talented in their own way. They were like, okay, we're all a bunch of friends. We know how to play these instruments. Let's make a song. And it finally feels like they were like, okay, we're all on the same page. This is what we're feeling. And each one of these songs, it's cool because the album rides together. Each one of the songs, you know, that's part of that album. This whole album has a sound to it, and this sound, they perfected it.
Yeah,
I think, they finally meshed it the way it needs to mesh. This is what they sound like now.
So, a reason they're so complicated is because their drummer actually went to Berkeley.
Oh, so he's insane.
So he's like, you know, he understands music to a certain level. So I think he plays a role in, you know, writing the songs, writing the guitar riffs and shit like that.
He's got to, because he knows every instrument probably.
Right, so if you listen to Belmont, you'll notice that a lot of the drum fills actually follow along with the lead guitar. Like whether that's his double bass or just his fills in general. Like everything he does on the drum set kind of mimics or shadows what the guitars are doing.
Which means he knows what the fuck he's doing. And he knows what the guitar player's doing.
Yeah, and so back in the day, it used to be a little too complicated. They've kind of honed it in to get like, you know, a happy balance of complicated shit and oh shit, this just feels fucking good.
He learned how to go, I'm more talented than everyone in this band. I'm going to slow my pace to make sure this sounds groovy.
Correct.
I mean, because you get a lot of people in bands who like the lead guitar player is better than everyone else in the band.
For sure.
And he's just riffing and going crazy and no one else can follow, so it just doesn't mesh, which is what I was trying to say. Like,
that was kind of their older shit, yeah.
Right. It finally feels like the drummer's like, okay, I'm going to slow my shit down, follow this, and make a groove. It's a groovy feel, the whole album.
Yeah, and again, if you're at all into hip-hop, I would definitely check this album out. Yes. They have so many hip-hop elements, or like just modern rap elements that are kind of on the backbeat of most of their shit, and it's super catchy. They got some dope acoustic / electronic breakdowns that are just feel good. Dude,
speaking of breakdowns, the breakdown of what's their song list? The song list. One of their songs has, so they're like, you know, like we were saying earlier, they're pop punk influenced. Is it Hideout, I think?
Hideout has a
at the very end?
Yeah. That's all percussive.
Oh man,
and like beats, weird breakdown.
So one of the songs on the album Hideout has this breakdown at the end where it's just no vocals, just rocking out, and it It feels so good. I was listening to it in the shower.
I wouldn't even say it's a breakdown. It's
just I don't, yeah, you know, I mean,
it's just like a sonic moment.
It's just good, yeah. And I'm in the shower, just bobbing my head, washing my hair, listening to this, and I'm just like, this feels good. Like, this is a good fucking song. Yeah, like, everything about it, they're great. And I'm happy because they've been grinding for a minute, and it's like they found it. They found it. If this can catch, it's good.
A reason I think they're just kind of making a splash these days is because a lot of pop punk is the same shit
over and over,
and they have their own unique vibe.
They're doing their thing.
Yeah, and you know, obviously the music's not for everybody, but they give you more of a chance to like just bob your head and like feel something instead of like having to follow along with a song and like
right,
you know, hearing the lyrics and shit like that. Like, no, it's just like, this sounds good and I want to fucking shake my head to it and hang out. Like, it doesn't even matter.
One thing that I wanted to say that I took notes on mentally is how I don't personally know what the vocalist has been through. I don't know what his life has been like, but
what are you about to say right now?
No, it's a lot of self-hatred. It almost sounds like.
Yeah.
So the songs are like upbeat and vibey. Like, long story short, we were playing this album. I went to a friend's hangout. We were cooking out. We were hanging out by a bonfire, playing cornhole, and I just put this album on and just let it play through. And, you know, a couple people, like at least 2 or 3 people, my friends who never heard of this, like, dude, who is this? Oh, this is Belmont's new stuff. Oh, this is good. Like, you could put it on like at a get-together, at a hang.
For sure.
But if you sit down and listen to what he's saying outside the music, it's like, damn. So, you know, like that, I think that's a cool mix, is because the music's good, the vibe is good, what he's saying at certain times, you're like, oh, I get that, and then you start to sit down and listen, and it's deep, and it's like, yo, he's fucking sad and pissed off, which is cool, which is what pop punk is,
right? And I think that fits the vibe naturally of you know, just young people these days in general, especially for what's going on. Like, you know, the music may sound fun and upbeat, but there's a little bit of angst behind the lyrics of like, you know, am I doing the right thing? Should I go for it? You know, I'm just going to do my own fucking path, hope that it works out. Right. Fuck everyone around me that's telling me to do my own shit. You know, I don't know. It's just like,
I mean, it's got that feel where like my parents are telling me to settle down and do this, but fuck them, I don't want to do that. But also, if I don't do that, I could have the risk of not being successful. It's like, what do? I'm in this young mid-20s. Who am I? What the fuck am I? Shit. Everyone feels like that, and it's great because it's good music, but it's like, damn, it also hits home.
Yeah, if you're pissed off, put it on. You'll love it for sure.
For sure. Also, they have really good music videos, Belmont, like in general, not even just this album. They have a really funny music video where it's a serious song. We played this the other night at my house.
Yeah.
It's a real serious song from their album before. And you know, it's like an upbeat pop punk song, but the whole time they're playing in a living room that's like all white, and they're
like wearing like turtlenecks.
Yeah, they're wearing turtlenecks, and they're dressed, and their hair is all slicked back, and the vocalist is holding like a wine glass, like, so it's a real serious song, but the video's fun.
Like, it's like a pretentious music video.
Right, they do a very good job of mixing the two. I think they're finding their place. And they found their sound. I really do think so, man.
Yeah, for sure. Also, so recently, we're in Orlando, and in Orlando is also the Audio Compound, which is where Andrew Wade, the producer of Day to Remember, records all of his shit. So Belmont just went into the studio with Andrew Wade at the Audio Compound.
No shit, I didn't know that.
Last month. So they've been recording a full length. I'm sure they're waiting for everything to open back up so they can release it, because I'm sure they want to like play shows and tour with their new music.
So Belmont recorded locally, and we drink locally. So what's up? I had no idea.
Yeah, we're 20 miles away from them. They're creating music. We're drinking beers, which means
talking about their music.
If so facto, we're contributing to them making good music, possibly because we're drinking good beers.
You and me are responsible for their new album, pretty much.
Yeah, for real.
That's like what you just said.
And man, I hope they shout us out, to be honest, because we did it. You know what? Good. Yeah. Cheers to us,
dude. Beers and Bangers podcast made Belmont's new album. That's like, so a hottake.com, dude. I'm Stephen A. Smith right now. We did that for them.
Do you like Belmont's new album that hasn't been released? Well, if you do, It's because of us.
It's because Beers and Bangers, AustinandJake.com, boy. What's up? Well, yeah, definitely listen to that. Belmont Reflections. I think it's 8 songs.
I think it's 5 songs.
No, that's it?
Oh, yeah. It's super short.
It's an EP then.
Also,
I thought it was, okay. Because when you go to YouTube and you listen to the mix, there's like an extended version. I think that's what I listened to today, and I saw the 8. But yeah, so there's 6 songs.
6 songs.
6 songs. Great 6 songs. Belmont Reflections. Check that out. Cool album art, too. It's kind of like the 80s retro.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know. It kind of seemed like they put in this old retro effort, like almost a lack of effort, but it comes through as in looking cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like we don't give a fuck,
dude,
but because we don't give a fuck, it looks that much cooler.
Dude,
you know what I
mean? they did this album, they did this EP, whatever you want to call it. I think they hit their spot, they found their sound. So everyone go check it out. It's pretty cool. We definitely like it. Speaking of which, Jake, real quick, I mean, this is for... I just listened to this song like 100 times today, or this album, Can't Swim's new album. Have you listened to it?
Wait. Yeah.
Oh,
fucking
boy.
like heavy,
boy.
Dude.
Good, though.
Heavy.
Can't Swim. That's another band you guys need to listen to.
We'll review one of their older albums.
Yeah.
Soon.
So just...
Can't Swim sick, yeah.
For this new album, so for their first 2 albums, the vocalist used to play electric guitar as well, and they wanted to get heavier, so they added a new guitar player, and the vocalist just now only sings. He doesn't play guitar, which makes their stage presence better. Like, I haven't seen them live since they've done that, but their YouTube videos look fun. Can't wait to see them again. So shout out to Can't Swim, a big band in my life. They have a lot of songs that really hit home. I
Love
like them
Can't
a lot.
Swim.
So listen to Can't Swim as well.
They're sick.
For sure.
Any other album shout-outs we should talk about
408 Music.
408, local Orlando band. They're recording some music right now. You know what? Shout out to the blonde bomber Taylor Swift releasing a new pop album.
Swift.
You know what? We're gonna take 30 seconds to talk about this. Okay, I kind of like it because it's not pop music at all. For some reason, she decided to go the opposite, and there's like a bunch of acoustic sounds. She has Bon Iver on a track.
Bon Iver.
She decides not to go radio, and you know what? I kind of like it. Anyways, here we go.
Here's what I have to say. T Swift is the shit, and always has been, and always will be, dude.
Remember when Kanye fucking interrupted her?
That was so sick. It was so cool and it's so stupid at the same time, but it was like...
I was young when it happened, didn't really understand, but I feel like nowadays, if that happened,
you weren't that
like,
young.
What are you doing, you fucking psycho?
The best part was, the whole time before he goes on stage, the next day they release all these photos of him on the red carpet, and it's like a timeline, a capsule. Like, he gets out of the limo with a full bottle of Hennessy, and then he takes a picture, and it's like a quarter of it's gone. And then by the time, like right before they go to the audience, it's like 3/4 gone, and he's just sipping it to the face. And then he goes on stage and he's like, it was the Hennessy. Like, I believe that because I would do some dumb shit like that.
Dude was
much Hennessy to the face. He wasn't making mixed drinks. He's doing this in every video.
Dude was cross-eyed behind his glasses like, I'm going to just grab the mic. It's going to be cool. I'm just going to say something real quick.
Beyonce made one of the best videos of all time. Taylor, I'm going to let you finish. What a dick. And then he comes out here wearing MAGA hats. Like, he's this... Who is he?
I don't fucking know.
Dude,
he may be an alien.
George Bush was standing there next to him and he goes, George Bush doesn't like black people. He's a Republican. 8 years later, go Trump. What are you doing, dude?
He's rich, dude.
That's true. And psycho. And he's bipolar. But enough about him. He's a psychopath.
Sad,
we don't talk about psychopaths. All right, so here's the point where I asked Jake 3 bro-ass quick answer questions of the day.
Don't call me that.
He's going to answer them. I'm going to answer them. And then we're going to elaborate.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah.
Would you rather have to get drunk off of a Four Loko at a tailgate or a cheap box of white wine? That's the only thing you can drink the whole time before a football game.
That is a good question.
They both get you equally as drunk. Would you rather drink a whole box of white shit-ass wine, $4.99, or a Four Loko? Just say your answer and then we'll elaborate.
God damn. You know what? Is the wine cold?
Oh no, dude.
It's warm?
It's room temp just like the Four Loko. It's like It was on ice. Then someone put it on the beer pong
Damn,
table.
that's rough. I don't know. I might smack the bag, toss that shit around, slap that wine right down my throat.
Ooh.
Four Loko with the caffeine and the shitty taste.
They don't have caffeine anymore, bro. We're not in ninth grade
true.
anymore.
That's true. I haven't had a Four Loko without the caffeine though, so maybe that's what made it good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because the taste is terrible. I don't want passion fruit, grapefruit, extra sugar, 17%er in my face. You know what I mean?
But do you want the $4.99 fucking
I don't know.
Steve Buscemi special, bro?
I'm going with the yellowtail in a box. Give it to me.
Okay, you're a psychopath. Okay, ready? Pick one, Jake. Who would you rather sit down and enjoy a nice IPA, because it's National IPA Day, represent? You have to pick one. Who would you rather sit down and enjoy a nice IPA with? Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
So we got two NFL quarterbacks and a professional wrestler.
Who's pretty much a quarterback, and both those guys are pretty much wrestlers because they're all redneck bad boys.
Peyton Manning, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Who's the other
Brett
one?
Favre, who's the fucking legend who also wears copper on his knees with
Jerry
Rice in the commercials.
I'm gonna say, you know what? Probably Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
Maybe he'll bring me a pair of fucking just
what's
nice
that copper
nice
elbow pads.
Nah, he'll just bring me some nice Wrangler jeans.
Some nice Wranglers out the side of his Chevy.
Peyton Manning, although you think he's funny in commercials, he's probably not funny at all.
I don't know. Have you seen Peyton's
lame.
Places?
I don't know.
Dude,
is he funny?
I got ESPN Plus, and I've been watching Peyton's Places, which is what he does is. Little side story, everybody. Please watch this because I was obsessed. I watched like all 18 episodes in like 3 days. 30-minute segments. He goes through the history of the NFL and everything you can think of. So he goes
with his big ass forehead and shit.
Oh, he remembers every play he ever thought of, bro, because his head just keeps getting bigger like Jimmy Neutron. Yeah. So Peyton's Places is a series. It's like 30-minute episodes where he goes through the history of the NFL. So like episode 1 is like history of the quarterback. So he talks to like Joe Montana, a bunch of
Montana,
a bunch of old quarterbacks. Then he goes down and talks to like new young quarterbacks, and he talks about himself. And then he goes, next episode's like, brawlers who ruined my life, and it's like J.J. Watt and Ray Lewis. And then he goes and talks to like old ass linebackers like from like the Chicago days. And then he goes then he goes to wide receivers, then kickers, and then he goes to like referees.
The fact that you're saying this,
each episode is like he's funny, dude. He's cool.
I'm taking it back. I don't want to talk to this guy about football all the time. I might go with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Because at least he's gonna smash that can on his head after he's done drinking it or some shit.
What? You know why?
I don't want to hear about In-N-Out routes.
Said so. Stone Cold said so. Speaking of which, he has his own IPA called Broken Skull IPA.
It's called Stone Cold Steve.
It's called Bush Light and denim fucking shorts and wrestling Undertaker. Okay, so we're both picking Stone Cold Steve Austin on that one.
Yeah. I got
Last question. If you could play drums... Oh, so by the way, Jake is a drummer, a very good drummer. Not better than me, but a very good drummer. If you could play drums for one sold-out show...
Yeah.
With any band dead or alive. Like, I'm talking about arena.
Yeah.
Any band from... back in the day or now, you just got to replace the drummer for one day. Like, introducing Jake on the drums. What band would it be and why?
I mean, this is super cliche, but I have to say
Blink-182. I knew you were gonna say it.
I have to.
Why? Because you like Travis Barker?
I mean,
but you're not. But
I really dig Travis. I really dig Travis Barker, but they were just my biggest musical influence. They got me into music, so. At this point, if they were like, yo, you want to fill in for a show? At this point, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, because I can. Because I know your fucking song so well.
You could do it, right? You could
do it. Like, I don't know. That's cliche, but, when you can sell at a stadium, sounds good. Like, I'll just sell at a stadium like I could with 100 different artists. But this time, I'll play with my most influential artists. That being said, these days, they kind of fucking suck.
But here's where the real question lies, though. Travis Barker is your most influential drummer.
Right. Am I trying to kick him off the set for a night?
No. That's not the thing. So, he's the drummer that influenced you the most. But would playing with Blink-182, their new songs that aren't that good, really be the most fun show?
Man,
or would you
true.
rather play with a badder ass or bigger band? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Travis Barker influenced you. which I knew you were gonna say Blink-182 when I wrote this question down. But would that be the coolest show? Because half the songs, I'm like, this fucking song fucking sucks, dude.
That's
like,
true.
You gotta think of a band that would be like, yo, like, imagine playing a full, like, just 45 minutes of bangers with fucking, like...
Tell me, who do you want to play for?
I don't know. Think about playing drums like Metallica, dude. I know it wouldn't be that technical. It wouldn't be hard but, dude, just think about...
I got, like, no sweatbands. I got zero.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know this because I know I'm a better drummer than you, and I could play drum for any band. But,
right.
I'm joking, by the way. I don't know. Like, it'd be crazy to play for like a sold out stadium for like Queen or some shit. Just like, dude, like, there's Freddie Mercury right there, and I'm in Wimbledon.
I mean, yeah, all right, sure. If you're gonna replace me with Queen's drummer in Wimbledon when Freddie Mercury is belting his vocals and everyone's like, "You're the best singer of all time," yeah, you know what? I would do that.
Okay.
But just
I'm not saying your answer's wrong. I'm just saying, like, that's your favorite drummer, so of course you'd say that, but your favorite drummer's not there anymore. Now it's you, so who would it be?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to... I can't even picture myself playing some other person's music. I just hope that if I was ever doing that...
It'd be your own.
Yeah, I don't know. It would just be like some of my own shit.
Okay, I feel it.
You know, like the Beers and Bangers intro.
Okay. Well, so we'll go with Blink-182. That's your answer. Because I mean that would be fun.
You can make fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you, dude.
That's fine.
Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I cannot leave tonight.
Yeah.
I need somebody in always.
Yeah. You're making me not want to do it now.
Yeah. See, that'd be boring as fuck.
It's only one song.
You know, you're right. All right. So we answered both. Okay. Wait. So I'm going to go back and give my answers really quick. Well, no. Stone Cold Steve Austin, definitely. I'm going to drink with him.
100.
I'd play drums with Metallica. And if I had to tailgate with a Four Loko or a box of wine, dude, Four Loko all day, dude. I'm smashing that to the grill, dude. 10th grade type shit. Give me a Black & Mild wine wood tip. I'm in there.
Classic.
I'm in there.
Classic.
You know?
With the wood tip. Is that weed? Oh, wait. No, I just think it is because I've never smelled weed before.
Yeah. What's weed? I'm in 10th grade.
Right. It smells like weed.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, there's my questions, and you fucked them up, bro.
Sorry, dude.
No, you know what's funny? I knew you would pick Blink-182. Like, when I wrote that down, I'm like, oh, Travis Barker for sure.
Why'd you even ask me?
The audience wants to hear it.
All right. I got a question for you.
How bad do I have to piss? So bad I can't sit still.
You have to get the logo of a band tattooed on your neck.
Okay.
Only a band that was popular in the past 10 years. And it's on your fucking neck.
Like throat or side of my neck?
Throat.
Ooh. The Acacia strain. Most of you guys probably don't know what that looks like.
That's not even a band.
Okay. Wait, you said throat?
I'll give you top 3.
Okay.
Yeah, three.
Let me choose a logo.
Three bands
because I would say Acacia strain. Because before we finish, it's pretty much a half moon upside down with like a badass thing in the middle of it. Like that would look cool.
No, that's not what we want. So we're gonna get you a tattoo of one of these 3 bands on your throat. The first one is Maroon 5's new logo, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, probably an M and a 5.
The second one is Coldplay.
Yep.
Whatever that looks like. And then the third one is going to be
Coldplay.
U2.
Coldplay.
Coldplay? I think that's solid. As much shit
they're
that
so
they
good.
get.
They're so good, dude. If you listen to Coldplay...
I'm inspired already. Yeah.
Dude, Coldplay... So here's the thing. I'm going to say this about Coldplay right now, and no one make fun of me. If you listen to Coldplay's albums, the songs that are on the radio...
I have.
Oh my God, dude. Talk about... just vibing out with your chick, dude.
Dude, sonically, really good sounding.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we thinking, Jakey Poo? I think that's a good end right there.
Talked about Belmont.
Talked about Belmont.
Talked about
beer.
Talked about beer.
Talked about beer. Drank some beer.
Drank some beer.
Drank a lot of beer.
Talked about pretty much anything that's going on right now.
That's pretty much it.
In our lives.
Well, I'm happy with it. So, hey, everyone listening, check us out on social medias. We're going to be on YouTube. Sorry, I'm burping. Too much beer. Beers and Bangers podcast on YouTube. If you go to Twitter, you can either search us by Beers and Bangers, or our @ name is Bangers Beers. Unfortunately, Twitter done switched up the name for us, but that's how it had to generate. And thank you for listening. This has been great. Orlando locals right here, drinking locally, but we'll reach out to anybody. We'll drink any type of beer from around the nation. And
hey,
thanks for listening. Seriously.
Yeah, if you listened and you want us to try a beer, if you have a question about something stupid, if you say, hey, this band's good, maybe check them out, tweet that shit at us. We want to hear any and all content from anyone that wants to, engage with us. Let's talk about seltzers. Let's talk about throwing up from drinking too much. Let's talk about bands.
Talk about
just
it all.
Hit us up.
Yeah, we're two buddies who sit around and drink beer and talk about sports and music anyway. So we said, hey, let's record it because this is what we do anyway. So we really appreciate any response, any listens, and let's just keep this going. This is really enjoyable for us, and we're really happy to be doing this during this crazy ass time. And everybody, stay safe. Drink that beer, but drink it responsibly. And thanks for all the love. Thanks for all the support, everybody out there. We're really happy to be doing this. And Jake, I love you, bro.
Hey, love you, bro. Let's keep getting drunk.
Let's do it, brother. Bye.